meeting of the City of Columbiana Planning Commission on the date of July 10th, 2018. I'd like us all to stand for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance to the flag.
Our Father, we thank you for the privilege to live in your presence and to work with you to build a better community. Help us to do right and to deal fairly with all our citizens. Give us the faith and courage to put our trust in you. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wait, Steve. April is here tonight, replacing Deanne, so I'd like to ask April if you would call the roll.
Donna Becker. Here. Brian Blakeman.
Here.
Tucker Cope.
Here.
Scott Jones.
Here.
Rick Noel.
Here. Okay, thank you. You all received copies of the June 12, 2018 minutes. I'd like to ask if there are any changes, corrections, or comments. If hearing none, the minutes will stand as presented. First item on the agenda is old business, and I'm not aware of any old business that we have tonight. Turning to new business, our first item on the agenda is the site plan review. Alyssa Blevins seeks approval from the Planning Commission to open a luncheon/soup kitchen on a monthly basis at the Columbiana Nazarene Church located at 330 North Elm Street. And is Alyssa here? Would you like to come forward and talk to us a little bit about your proposal?
Sure.
Yeah, why don't you move that over? That's okay with Donna. That work for you?
Yep.
I'm working so she wouldn't get hidden.
What I would like to do is to have my papers on. Actually wanting to bring a soup kitchen / luncheon every single month to the community. There will be no charge whatsoever for anybody that attends. And it's open to anybody. There's no income guidelines or anything like that. So say there's a family with a lot of children and they just want to come and have a free meal, or if there's an elderly person who doesn't have anybody, come and visit them, they can also come, and there will be a time of fellowship and visiting them.
Very good. You have submitted to us your plans. You've submitted some pictures for us to look at.
Yes.
And you have the item there. Are there any questions?
I have a question about if you're serving the public, you have to get a food license, or if you do it with the state and a health permit?
Actually, I had already talked to the, this was after I had submitted everything, and I apologize about that. But I have the code to where if you have it under 52 times a year, you do not have to have it because churches are exempt. And I have the code here if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, kids don't mind it. I can always learn it. So have you reached out to the Columbiana County Health Department to verify that with them? Because we do have.
Yes, that was the Columbiana County.
Okay, we have our local health department, so you don't have to go to the state.
Could you tell us while he's looking at that, what the item, the issue about the involvement of the church and how they, do I assume they approved this project for their using their space?
Yes, they have approved it. We are having another meeting on Sunday to go over some final details, just exactly what is needed and how everything's going to be ran. But yes, they've approved.
Questions?
The kitchen's already there and approved to work within the city.
If I may, Alyssa, is this the dining area right here per se?
Yes, that would be the small fellowship hall, which is where we would start out in, but it only holds up to 80 people.
I was just gonna say, I mean,
Yes,
it
it holds up
doesn't
to.
appear that it holds that much, but if it holds 80, I wouldn't expect, you expect that much bigger the crowd than that, or bigger crowd than that.
I mean, of course, I want to say yes.
But initially, maybe not.
No.
We'll see how it
Initially, no.
grows, correct?
Right, yes, we would start down there, and then after, say after the first couple of months, if there's a larger need for it, then we go up to our sanctuary, which is just a large gym. It holds up to 300 people.
Where they play the youth fest.
Yes.
So you have ability to handle a pretty good crowd.
Absolutely, yes. And we actually volunteer right now down at the Good Shepherd Lunch down in East Liverpool, and just kind of felt like we wanted to bring that this way.
And you plan to finance, oh, I'm sorry, did you have a question?
Yes,
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, like, what else might you serve?
Well, just for example, I mean, it's obviously going to depend on the month. Like, there'll be a Thanksgiving meal, and then there'll be a Christmas meal. But to start, like, I think for the summer months, we'll probably do hot dogs, chips, baked beans, fruit, and, then we'll do the dessert table, which you can pick from, you know, whatever there, and then we will have a drink.
Okay.
And then I would like to, at Christmas time, do gifts for all the kids and kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
I really commend you for doing this research. I mean, we've all learned a little bit. I did not know some of this code, and I think you were a little bit surprised. At least two who wrote this letter is a little bit surprised. I thought it would be a bigger hurdle. But the code says that church, school, fraternal, or veterans organization or volunteer fire department is not controlled by the health department if not more than 7 consecutive days or more than 52 separate days during a licensing period. So you exactly fit into that.
I've moved to approve as presented, with no more than 7 consecutive days or 52 times per calendar year.
Second,
It's motion second. Is that Zoe in the back?
This is, yes.
That
is that your heads
first-
up right there?
Yes, yes.
Good luck, Zoe.
Thank you.
Very good. Thanks for coming and thanks for doing this. That was great. Okay, we have a motion, second on the floor. Are there any other comments or questions regarding the motion? Okay, hearing none, we'll call for the roll.
John Becker,
Yes.
Rick Noel,
Yes.
Scott Jones,
Yes.
Tucker Coe,
Yes.
Ryan Lakeman.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you
luck.
so much.
Thank you very much.
You want your research back?
You can give it to me. I
Thank
have plenty of time.
I think I'll suggest that they get a fire inspection also.
When are you planning on starting?
I was at the office. Actually, it is currently in, my husband is, a fire inspector, so he is going through his church and doing that also. Do you want us to?
Our
get it?
fire department needs to take a look, there's no fee.
Okay,
No
yeah,
fee.
absolutely.
Next item on the agenda is the site plan review. Brian Sheridan of Sheridan Enterprises LLC seeks approval from the Planning Commission over restaurant Wheelie's Wing House LLC at 12 South Main Street. This was formerly one half of an antique shop and attic. Okay, and you were here?
Well, I'm not
You can introduce
Ryan.
who you are.
I cannot make it tonight. I'm Christine Sheridan, and I'm president of Sheridan Enterprises. So pretty much does here what we really want to do. But our ideas are to have a very family-oriented type of wing restaurant. So what our plans were to go in, take out the lighting, take out the carpet, take out the bookcases. We wanted to put like a black and white floor in, high tabletops, white walls. It's motorcycle themed, all motorcycles, not just Harleys. So it's a motorcycle theme. We'll have some TVs in there. And up front by the windows, we were thinking of putting maybe a little stage area there for some entertainment. Even local entertainment would be great to have in there. So that's our ideas right now. We had the architect in today. She's looking around, doing some drawings for us, and that's where we're at right now.
I'll speak up at, The one concern that I had was some of the decals that were put onto the pool hall, the rails. I didn't feel as family friendly. I was a little bit surprised on what that decaling was on the outside, on the windows. You know what I'm talking about, Augie?
I think we corrected that.
I do not know, has that been corrected?
Yes, yes, that was corrected.
Okay.
And that really wasn't intentional. I mean, you didn't even really think about that, kind of the male profile.
Right,
Male
that's-
profile, and honestly, you didn't.
So, my concern, and, I'm concerned about, again, you asked for window decals on this proposal, and I don't want that to be a point of contention. I think, I'd like to see at least a little more details on what you plan on doing to the exterior.
Of rails, are we talking about?
No, of the new,
Of really?
yeah.
I think all we're gonna do on the outside of it is put maybe Willie's, wing house on the outside of it. I haven't really talked to Ryan about anything else that he's gonna do there, but I don't think there's gonna be any details like we have at Rails. It's a totally different atmosphere. Rails is going to be, as you know, a pool bar. So it's basically geared for the adult setting, whereas Willie's is gonna be geared for a family environment.
I can only, I didn't think that, well, you just said that you didn't give much forethought to what that looked like on Main Street, but that's our job.
Right, it is.
And I personally was a bit blindsided, not only by the look of the decals, but just the fact that anyone would assume on Main Street that fit with the rest of anything on Main Street. And knowing that this has always been given as a handwritten drawing, that the first go was a little bit, built on trust. I kind of feel that was, breached. And I would like to see a lot more information before I would feel comfortable moving forward. You said your architect's just in there today,
She's just in there today.
so this may change.
It will change.
So what we're being presented with is not something that really would be accurate to begin with.
That's close to, can I see that
Sure.
question, please? That's actually pretty simple, yes. I think the only thing they're gonna do is some, redesigning the kitchen, as far as,
Where would
washing tables,
Where would the stage go?
right up here, that front window. Here's the road, and you come in, you'll be right here, that front window.
Because it's not listed here, so if we approve this and the stage gets put in after the fact.
Well, we can have the architect probably draw something a little bit better. That was a preliminary drawing. She came in today and we talked some more about what we'd like to see.
Do you plan on having carry out as well?
And what else might you serve besides wings, or is it just wings?
Well, the idea is wings, so we're gonna have like 25 flavors of wings and probably, french fries, celery, blue cheese, maybe some nachos, maybe some pretzels, just little finger foods. The idea really is the wings.
Okay.
That's located right, how do I describe it? It used to be Ann's attic, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
Is this beside the kitchen?
It's,
Is this beside the kitchen? Thing?
There's space down,
One down?
I believe there's 3 spaces in Ann's attic. She's occupying the first as Ryan's News, retains the second and downsized the
Okay.
antiques, and then that third section.
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
and then the barber shop next door.
So it doesn't face the common, so.
No, it's on that same side of the street as the common.
Okay.
It's right next to Birdfish, actually.
Yeah.
And then there's Birdfish, the barber shop, and then your establishment.
Okay, and the space, and there's a little space here, and I actually thought it was the barber shop, then Birdfish,
Right.
and then,
Right.
yeah, that's.
And your first name again?
This is an old furniture building.
Christine, have you ever done a venture like this before?
Middle furniture building?
I have not.
And I would just like to say, and it's only fair to say, I think and ask, is, you know, a wing establishment is usually synonymous with offering alcohol. Safe to assume? Name me one that
Many of
doesn't,
them
if you
are,
will.
yes,
Yeah.
you are correct,
So,
you are correct.
I guess, give me a reason, give us some reasons why you think this will sustain without that, or do you plan on maybe pursuing that in the future with the level of success?
Depends on the level of success, to be honest with you. We still want to maintain a family-friendly atmosphere. I mean, that's what we're going for right now, where you can bring the kids and mom and dad in and enjoy yourself. And, enjoy some good wings, a little bit of food, maybe a little bit of entertainment. But I don't really think that we've considered or even thought at this time,
Sure.
that down the road that we were going to be putting alcohol into that. I'm not saying that we need consideration down the road if it needed it, but.
Usually,
Yeah, people like their beer and wings, I guess,
the
like.
fact of the truth of the matter is, it's
Right.
almost required in most areas, I guess. Not that it has to be,
No, you're
but
right, it
it
doesn't
is
have to be.
synonymous with the offering of wing.
Right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The plan shows that there's, 3 deep, or, that was this?
There's a full
3
kitchen already
good,
in there.
it's all in there already?
Yeah, yeah, so when we purchased the building, there was a full kitchen in there, full hood system, full, I mean,
See,
yeah, I mean, it literally was a commercial setting, so from what Ann was telling me, that Bellaria was quite possibly entertaining going in there before they went in. So Handles, the people we bought it off, somebody put all that money in, and then it's like brand new, nobody ever used it,
That was the Tea Garden restaurant in there for a while.
so it's got the full compression system and for the burners, I mean, it's a full kitchen ready to turn on the lights.
Get me a full system in it.
There, see, that's where I was looking for. Out there.
When were you thinking about starting? I mean, in your mind, what was the start date you were thinking about?
well, if we get your approval, we would like to start almost right away with that project
And how about opening doors to the public,
to
to the public?
August. Because the kitchen's already pretty much there, we do have to put a freezer in, some hand washing stations, we do a little bit more shifting of things according to the architect. But other than that, it's just flooring, paint, some lighting, and some high top tables.
I'm okay with putting a wing house, I mean, granted, I've never, there's not enough place to have wings, but my concern is the front look, and, I don't know if you're willing to approve it without, but approve the concept of a wing house being put in there, but require you, for your formal approval, or as in the condition that you get approval of the front signage. Because I don't like what happened last time,
Well, it is motorcycles.
Oh, no, I understand.
I don't know if Ryan's gonna come up with some type of maybe motorcycle or.
It's not motor, I don't think anyone else has a problem with the motorcycle, they just, what, the silhouette that happened last time, I think it bothers some people, I definitely have people come and comment to me about it.
Well, is there something we can do to change that?
Well, no, all we're saying is the silhouette of, it's attracted a lot of 12-year-old boys' attention, a lot of stuff of that age, but that's something that driving down the road, down Main Street, Columbiana's kind of getting this little bit of an eclectic feel to it.
Yes.
And I don't like something to withdraw from that. That's my only concern on that.
I do understand.
It's an older community, it is an older community here, there's some younger people coming in, but, my grandfather or grandmother probably wouldn't like to see that on Main Street, just my opinion.
Would you like to see us change what's on the front rails to make it more
I don't like,
into the community?
I don't like the silhouette, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't like it at all.
I don't
Okay,
like
you
it.
don't,
But in fairness, we're not here to dictate what we like.
I
But I don't think it
You're
flows
not-
with the whole flow of Main Street.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and you're not here to dictate to us, but we want to be part of your community, and we don't want to offend the community, and this is a great community. I mean, it's a beautiful town, the people are friendly, and we don't want to change that in any shape or form. So if rails is offensive, with those on that. We can come up with something else that would be representative and maybe blend with the historic part of the church.
Yeah, I guess I would just like to see what that concept, I don't think anyone in here, can't speak for them, but would want to prevent a restaurant from coming into town. I think, I mean, it's known for its pro-commerce stance with business. I do think that it needs to maybe have the same feel of downtown.
Well, if we can come up with, a logo for the front, and I know we will.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet. We need to do it, and if you approve the logo, would that be?
What I don't want to, as much as I like the silhouette on the back of a semi, going down the road, some of the guys stick it on the back. Yeah, okay, as long as you stay away from that kind of concept, I don't think that anybody's really having an issue with it.
Well, you know,
If
again.
it can't fit on the back of a trucker's mud flap,
Okay, and I will take that back to Ryan.
As long as-
But,
as long as
I mean,
it's-
keep in mind, we are making this a family-friendly environment, so it would not have, and I don't think rails can continue to have, we'll try to make it a little historical or something that blends a little bit better with the community, and that's an easy fix because it's just decal. So we can do that.
So maybe we could make a motion to approve the concept, so that you guys could move forward,
Okay.
and.
And we won't do anything with the frontage or the logo until you approve that.
You just bring that back to next time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that would be great.
okay, that sounds good.
Well, I'll make a motion that we approve the concept presented for Wheelie's Wing House at 12 South Main, Columbiana, with the exception of the frontage, because there is no current proposal.
I'll second.
Okay, we're gonna have discussion. I would also like to see that architectural layout, because the drawing that you gave us on that doesn't have any dimensions. I'm just curious I'd like to see this is 15 foot or 20. I'd like to see how big the seating area is and that type of thing. But otherwise, right past that as well. Okay, so there's a motion on the floor to approve the concept. Any other comments?
Doesn't about the layout, because this isn't the current layout as it will end, right? You're saying that there's gonna be a stage and all kinds of other things?
Well, we just decided today to put like a little stage up front where the windows are so that we can have a little bit of entertainment. I'm not talking about big bands, because it won't.
Stage in the
that
window
kind of
after the
thing.
decals, maybe should be thought through.
If you can get the stickers off in one piece, I have a man cave, I'd love to have them.
Wait a minute, I thought they were mud flaps.
I'll second, Brian, or Fury second.
Okay, so we have a motion second on the floor and some discussion, and I think you know where we are for the concept. I'd like to call the roll on that.
Member?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Donna?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
But just to make clear before I sit down, the concept is agreed to, you can start with it, but we have to submit what the front of the building's gonna look like, or the window, or what our,
When we
And the
approve a
and the
concept,
dimensions,
I guess basically go ahead.
just the dimensions.
and the dimensions.
Right.
Yes,
We want to see dimensions in front before we would formally accept your building plan.
got it.
But we're saying that as far as whether we would welcome your business to Columbiana, the answer is yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. We have no other site plan reviews or any other information has been presented to you. Okay, thank you. Item number 3 is, commission comments. Anybody from the commission have any comments?
This is my, I guess 7th or 8th meeting, and it's interesting because I think every meeting we've had, somebody has come with a new concept and a new interest in bringing some sort of business to town. I think that's exciting, it really is. It's cool to be part of.
We are glad that Donna has come back to our fold, and, one way or another, we thank you for coming back, Donna. Any other comments anyone has?
From a planning standpoint, I thought it was neat to see everything that went in behind the scenes for the Firestone visit and the groundbreaking, earlier in the, actually it was last week now, but it was a fantastic day for Columbiana. I don't think it'll soon be forgotten. But most people probably in the city have no idea how many people were involved in making that day happen. And normally the more people heads you have on something, the more chance of something bad happening. I don't think a single thing went without perfection. It was perfect.
I think that the Firestones and the family that was here, a little bit, we were talking how proud they were to come back into this town, how much they had heard about it, and they repeated a couple times to be in the town for a good reason rather than a death or a funeral. And I think it'll go back to the other people of the Firestone family, Columbiana and everyone involved in it, made them feel, like the industrialists that they came from. And, they were really
She made
happy about that.
a couple times, and she said, I don't think I've ever been treated this way before in my whole life.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was a good day. Everybody that was involved, you know, again, that's one of the good secrets here of Columbiana, that a lot of people get involved in various, whether it's tourism or the R&B committee, and people are just getting in there and getting something done, and it's very exciting. So, I think it's great. Does anyone out there have anybody out there, the public, like to make comment? Anything you'd like to bring to our attention or make observations? Yes.
I'd like to vote for teriyaki garlic wings.
You got it.
Approved.
There you
They
go.
call them Skip's favorite.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, if there's no other comments, I'd like to adjourn the meeting.